You don't become a fake guru overnight. It starts with something much smaller. A bill you can't pay, a dream that refuses to die, and a single sentence that changes everything. If they can do it, why can't I? You aren't an expert. You aren't successful. You don't even know what you're talking about. But one afternoon, while scrolling through social media, you notice something strange. A man standing beside a rented Lamborghini. Another claiming he became a millionaire before turning 25. A woman selling a course that promises financial freedom in just 30 days. Millions of views. Hundreds of thousands of comments. Thousands of people thanking them for changing their lives. You lean back in your chair. People actually believe this. Then another thought enters your mind. A much more dangerous thought. Maybe they don't need the truth. Maybe they just need someone who sounds confident. That single idea changes the course of your life. Because today, you decide you're going to become an expert, even though you've never done the thing you're about to teach. You're 22 years old. Your apartment is barely big enough for a bed, a folding desk, and a cheap ring light you bought on sale. The refrigerator is almost empty. Your bank account barely covers next month's rent. Every morning starts the same way. Wake up, check your phone, see everyone else's success. Close the app feeling worse than before. One afternoon, while delivering food across the city, you stop outside an expensive hotel. A luxury car pulls into the entrance. A young influencer steps out wearing an expensive suit, sunglasses, and a designer watch. Someone rushes over to take his picture. Within minutes, he's recording another motivational video. Success is a mindset. Anyone can become wealthy. Just follow my system. You watch from across the street. Something doesn't feel right. Later that evening, curiosity gets the better of you. You search his name. The luxury car belongs to a rental company. The hotel room was booked for one night. The watch, a replica worth less than a pair of sneakers. Yet millions of people believe every word he says. For the first time, you stop asking, is he real? Instead, you ask, how did he make it look real? The question stays with you for days. Soon you're studying every successful influencer you can find. Not their advice, their performance, how they pause before speaking, how they smile at the camera, how they create urgency, how they tell stories, how they always sound certain, even when they're saying almost nothing. You begin writing notes, not about business, about persuasion. You spend your last savings on a better microphone, a second-hand camera, a plain black t-shirt because successful people seem to wear simple clothes. You clear one corner of your apartment, hang a cheap dark curtain behind you, turn on the ring light, press record, your heart pounds, you stare into the lens for almost a full minute. Then you finally speak. The reason you're still broke isn't bad luck. You stop, delete the recording, try again. 23 attempts later, you upload your very first video. It gets 9 views. 5 of them are yours. One comment appears. Bro, what are you even talking about? You laugh, then you delete the comment. Tomorrow, you'll upload again. Because every empire, real or fake, starts with someone willing to pretend. 3 months pass. You never miss a day. One video, every morning. No matter how tired you are. No matter how discouraged you feel. Some videos get 12 views. Some get 20. Most disappear into the algorithm without anyone noticing. Your friends stop asking about your content career. Your parents quietly hope you'll give up and find a normal job. Deep down, Part of you hopes they're wrong. Then one Tuesday night, everything changes. You're halfway through editing another video when your phone vibrates. 1,000 views. You freeze. You refresh the screen. 1,400. 2,300. 5,100. The numbers climb faster than you've ever seen. You didn't go viral, but for the first time, the algorithm finally noticed you. Comments begin appearing every few seconds. This changed my mindset. Exactly what I needed today. You're speaking facts. You smile, not because you know they're right, but because they believe you. The next morning, you wake up to 3,000 new followers. People are asking questions. How did you become successful? What's your daily routine? Can you mentor me? You stare at the messages. The truth is, you're still delivering food 6 days a week. Your rent is still overdue. Your office is still the corner of your apartment. But the internet doesn't see any of that. It only sees confidence. So you answer. Success starts with discipline. Wake up earlier than everyone else. Stop making excuses. The advice sounds powerful. It also sounds familiar, because you've heard someone else say it. You aren't teaching from experience anymore. You're repeating ideas that already work. The views keep climbing. 10,000. 20,000, 50,000. Brands begin sending emails. Not big companies, small startups, productivity apps, phone accessories, online journals. They offer free products in exchange for a mention. For the first time, the internet is paying attention to you. One evening, another creator messages you. He has nearly 1 million followers. Love your content. Want to collaborate. You can hardly believe it. You meet him at a downtown cafe. He's exactly like his videos. Confident, charismatic, always smiling, until the cameras are off. Then he leans across the table and asks a question. How much of your story is actually true? You hesitate. He laughs. Relax. Nobody's story is completely true. He points toward a luxury sports car parked outside. Nice car. You nod. He smiles again. It's rented. Then he points to the expensive watch on his wrist. Fake. Finally, he taps his phone. The only thing that has to be real is the engagement. He stands up, straightens his jacket, turns on his camera, and instantly transforms back into the confident millionaire his audience expects. Watching him feels like watching an actor step onto a stage. That's when you realize something unsettling. You thought you were becoming a content creator. Instead, you're learning how to perform. And performance can be far more profitable than truth. 6 months later, your life looks completely different. At least, that's what your audience believes. You no longer record videos in the corner of your apartment. You found a small studio with white walls, large windows, and expensive-looking furniture. It isn't yours. You rent it by the hour. 4 hours every Saturday. During those 4 hours, you record enough content for the entire week. You change jackets between videos. Move the camera to different corners of the room. Rearrange the furniture. To your audience, it looks like you own a luxurious office. Only you know the truth. Your follower count passes 100,000, then 200,000. Companies stop offering free products. Now they offer money. $500 for one sponsored video. Then 2,000. Then 5,000. For the first time in your life, Your monthly income is higher than your parents' combined salaries. You quit your delivery job. You walk out carrying nothing but your backpack. Your manager shakes your hand. Good luck. You smile. Neither of you knows exactly what your new job is. People begin recognizing you in public. You're the mindset guy. Can I get a picture? You happily agree. The attention feels incredible. Every compliment becomes another reason to keep going. Every follower becomes proof that you're building something important. Lord, at least that's what you tell yourself. Then one evening, an email arrives. Subject, invitation to speak. A business conference. Nearly 1,000 attendees. They want you to deliver the keynote speech. Your speaking fee, $10,000. You read the email 3 times. You have never spoken on a stage before. You almost decline. Instead, you buy a new suit. The conference hall is enormous. Bright lights, huge screens, professional cameras, rows upon rows of people waiting for you. Your hands begin to shake. Someone clips a microphone onto your jacket. The event organizer smiles. They're excited to hear your story. Your story. The problem is, you aren't sure which version of your story they're expecting. The real one, or the one you've been telling online. The music starts. Your name appears on the giant screen. Thousands of people begin clapping. You walk onto the stage. The applause grows louder. For a brief moment, you forget everything. The fear, the lies, the rented office, the borrowed success. All you hear is admiration. You begin speaking. You can become anything you want. The audience nods. If I can do it. More applause. So can you. Standing ovation. People rush toward the stage afterward. Some want selfies. Some want advice. One young man waits quietly until everyone else leaves. He finally reaches you. I just wanted to say, you changed my life. He explains that your videos helped him leave a job he hated. He started his own business. He's happier than ever. His eyes fill with tears. Thank you. He walks away before you can respond. You stand there, frozen, for the first time. Someone's life has genuinely changed. Because of words you spoke. The problem is, you don't know whether those words came from wisdom or performance. That question follows you all the way home. And for the first time since your journey began, you wonder if you're becoming the character, even when the cameras are off. 1 year later, your calendar is full, not with meetings, with opportunities. 3 podcasts, 2 interviews, a speaking event in Miami, a business summit in Dubai, a mastermind retreat in Bali. People no longer ask if you're successful. They ask how they can become like you. And somewhere along the way, you stop questioning whether you deserve it. Your company grows faster than you imagined. A video editor, a thumbnail designer, a social media manager, a customer support team, a marketing agency, an accountant, then an office, real this time, glass walls, modern furniture, your logo displayed behind the reception desk. You walk through the building each morning. Employees stand when you enter. Some call you boss, others call you coach. Thousands online call you guru. The word makes you uncomfortable. At first, eventually, you stop correcting them. One afternoon, your marketing director walks into your office. She places a report on your desk. Our free content is doing well. She pauses, but the course sales are slowing down. You glance at the graphs. Revenue has dipped. Not much, just enough to worry investors. She speaks again. We need something bigger. A transformation. A promise people can't ignore. You stare out the window. What are you thinking? She smiled. The millionaire blueprint. Lifetime access. Private community. Exclusive coaching. $4,997. You blink. Almost $5,000. She nods confidently. If it's expensive, people assume it's valuable. The room falls silent. You know she's talking about psychology, not education. The launch day arrives. A countdown timer fills the screen. Thousands of viewers join the live event. You spend 2 hours telling your story. Every failure, every breakthrough, every lesson. Some parts are true. Some parts are polished. At the end, you smile into the camera. The doors are now open. Within minutes, sales notifications flood your phone. 1 purchase, then 10, then 50, then hundreds. Before midnight, the launch crosses $1 million in sales. Your entire team erupts in celebration. Champagne bottles pop. Music fills the office. Someone hugs you. Someone else shouts, "We did it." You smile for the cameras. Inside, you feel strangely empty. A week later, the emails begin. Some students thank you. Others ask for refunds. I thought this would be more detailed. This is information I could find online. I spent my savings on this. I trusted you. Your support team handles the complaints. Refund denied. Refund denied. Refund denied. The negative comments disappear. Moderators delete them. Positive testimonials remain. The internet sees a success story. You see both sides. Late one night, you stay alone in the office. The city lights glow outside your window. Your phone buzzes. A message from your mother. I watched your interview today. I'm proud of you. You smile. Then another message arrives. This one from a former student. I borrowed money to buy your course. Now I'm in debt. Please just tell me what I did wrong. You read the message 3 times. You start typing, then stop. You lock your phone, turn off the office lights, and walk into the parking garage. For the first time, the silence feels louder than the applause. Because success has given you everything you thought you wanted. Money, fame, influence, respect, but it has also given you something you never expected. A growing fear that one day, someone will look behind the curtain and discover the difference between the person you are and the person you've convinced the world you are. 2 years later, you have everything you once dreamed about. A house with floor-to-ceiling windows. A garage filled with expensive cars. Business class flights. VIP lounges. Your own podcast. Millions of followers across every platform. Every morning begins the same way. Coffee, a camera, a motivational quote, and thousands of people waiting to hear what you'll say next. From the outside, you've won. Inside, you're exhausted. Not because of the work, because of the act. Every interview demands the same version of you. The fearless entrepreneur, the self-made millionaire, the man with all the answers. Some days, you can't remember where the performance ends and where you begin. One afternoon, your assistant knocks on your office door. You should see this. She places a tablet in front of you. A video, 20 minutes long. Title, The truth about America's favorite success guru. You left. It'll disappear in a day. Then you press play. The creator isn't angry. He's calm, methodical. He shows clips from your old videos. Then public records. Archived social media posts. Business registrations. Rental invoices. Photos, dates, receipts. One by one, the stories you've told begin to fall apart. The first million wasn't your first million. The luxury apartment was rented for a weekend photo shoot. The startup you claimed to build never existed. Nothing illegal, but not truthful either. The video ends with one sentence. Confidence isn't proof. You close the tablet. Nobody speaks. 5 minutes later, your phone explodes. Thousands of notifications. Journalists requesting comments. Podcast invitations. Former students asking questions. Sponsors wanting meetings. Your marketing director rushes into the room. We need a response. Immediately. Within hours. Every platform is flooded. Some defend you. Everyone exaggerates. He still motivated people. Others don't. I knew something felt fake. I bought his course. I trusted him. Hashtags begin trending. Reaction videos appear every hour. People who have never watched your content suddenly know your name. For all the wrong reasons. An emergency meeting begins. Your lawyers, your executives, your public relations team. Everyone has advice. Deny everything. Apologize. Blame misunderstandings. Threaten legal action. Ignore it. The room becomes louder and louder. Then, silent. Everyone looks at you. Waiting. You open your laptop. The cursor blinks on an empty page. You type one sentence. I've made mistakes. You stop. Delete it. Type again. Parts of my story were simplified. Delete. Again. I never intended to mislead anyone. Delete. Nothing sounds honest. Because honesty is difficult. When you've spent years managing perception. That night, you drive alone. No cameras. No security team. No audience. You stop outside the same apartment building where your journey began. The place where you filmed your first video. The place where you believed success would solve everything. You sit in the car for a long time, looking at the old window, remembering the young man who only wanted a better life. He wasn't trying to deceive the world. He was trying to escape his own reality. Somewhere between those two goals, you lost your way. The next morning, you walk into your office. The receptionist avoids eye contact. Employees whisper. Your inbox contains hundreds of cancellation notices. Sponsors have paused their partnerships. Course refunds are accelerating. Your community is shrinking by the minute. For the first time in years, the numbers are moving in the wrong direction. And unlike before, no motivational speech can stop them. Because algorithms can be fooled. Audiences can be persuaded. But eventually, the truth catches up. 6 months later, the storm has passed. Not because people forgave you, because they moved on. The internet always does. Yesterday's scandal becomes today's forgotten headline. But your life doesn't return to normal. Because you still have to live with what happened. Your following has been cut in half. Your flagship course has been shut down. 3 major sponsors ended their contracts. 2 business partners quietly resigned. The office that once felt alive feels empty. Desks sit unused. The podcast studio is silent. The walls still display framed awards. Top entrepreneur, creator of the year, business visionary. You walk past them every morning. None of them feel real anymore. Your accountant slides another report across the table. Revenue, down 78%. Operating costs, still rising. He looks at you carefully. We need layoffs. You already know. Calling the team together is harder than facing the internet. These people trusted you. Some left stable jobs because they believed in your vision. Now they're sitting across from you, waiting. You don't use motivational quotes. You don't promise everything will be okay. For the first time in years, you simply tell the truth. Our company can't support everyone anymore. The room is silent. Some people cry, some nod. Nobody argues. One by one, people you've worked beside for years pack their desks into cardboard boxes. As they leave, they thank you. That hurts more than if they had blamed you. Weeks later, you stop posting. One day, then 3, then 2 weeks. The silence feels strange. For years, you measured your life by views, comments, likes, shares. Now, nobody expects anything from you. At first, it feels terrifying. Then, it feels peaceful. One rainy afternoon, you receive an email. Subject, can we talk? It's from one of your earliest followers. Not a journalist, not a critic, not a fan. Just someone who watched from the beginning. You agree to meet. He's older than you expected. A high school teacher. He smiles as he sits down. I never bought your courses. You nod. I watched your videos because they gave me hope after my divorce. You don't know what to say. He continues. When people exposed you, I was disappointed. He pauses. But I wasn't disappointed because you weren't perfect. I was disappointed because you stopped being honest. Those words stay with you long after he leaves. That evening, you return to your home office. You unlock a storage cabinet you haven't opened in years. Inside is the old ring light, the cheap microphone, the folding chair, the faded black curtain, the equipment from your very first videos. You dust them off, set everything up exactly as it used to be. The room looks small, simple, real. You press record. No studio, no expensive lighting, no polished intro. Just you. You stare into the camera for nearly a minute. You don't speak. Then you take a deep breath. My name is, and for years I cared more about looking successful than becoming successful. You stop, not because you forgot your words, because they're finally your own. This isn't a comeback video. It isn't damage control. It isn't marketing. It's the first time. The person on camera and the person behind the camera are finally the same. 1 year later, the internet has almost forgotten your name. Not because you disappeared, because someone else became the next sensation, the next millionaire, the next expert, the next overnight success. You watch it happen from a distance. It feels strangely familiar, almost like watching your younger self. Only now, you know how the story usually ends. Your YouTube channel still exists. So do your social media accounts. But they're different now. No rented mansions. No exotic cars. No dramatic music. No titles promising you'll become rich in 30 days. Just honest conversations. Some videos receive 5,000 views. Others barely reach 1,000. Years ago, those numbers would have terrified you. Now, you sleep peacefully. One afternoon, A university emails you. They don't want you to teach entrepreneurship. They don't want you to motivate students. They want you to speak about online deception. You almost decline. Then you realize this is probably the first invitation you've ever received because of the truth, not because of the image. The lecture hall is full. Hundreds of students wait quietly. Many of them know exactly who you are. Some admired you years ago. Others only know you from documentaries exposing your downfall. As you step onto the stage, there is no applause, just curiosity. You smile. I spent years teaching people how to look successful. You pause. I should have spent those years learning how to become successful. The room is silent. No one reaches for their phone. No one whispers. They are listening, not because you seem perfect, because you finally seem believable. After the lecture, a young student approaches. He can't be older than 20. I wanted to become an influencer. You nod. He continues. I still do, but now I want to build something first. And before I teach it, you smile, for the first time in years. Your advice changes someone's direction, without pretending to have all the answers. Months later, you begin writing again. Not another sales book, not another success formula, just a memoir. No exaggerated victories, no carefully edited failures, just the complete story. The chapters you were once too ashamed to tell. The lonely apartment, the rented office, the fake confidence, the applause, the exposure, the silence afterward. Writing each page feels heavier than recording 100 motivational videos. Because cameras can hide things, words can't. The book is released quietly. No countdown timer, no $1 million launch, no luxury event. Just one announcement. If my mistakes can save someone else from making them, then they were worth writing about. Sales are modest. Reviews are surprisingly kind. One reader writes, "This isn't a book about success. It's a book about becoming honest." You read that sentence several times. Then close the laptop. Outside, the sun is setting. For years, you chased attention. Now, you've discovered something far more valuable. Respect, not from millions of strangers, but from the person staring back at you in the mirror. You don't know if history will remember you as a fraud, or as someone who learned from becoming one. But for the first time, you're no longer trying to control the answer. 5 years later, your name still appears online. Sometimes in videos about influencer scandals. Sometimes in interviews about digital ethics. Sometimes in comments from people who remember who you used to be. It doesn't bother you anymore. A reputation is something you chase. A legacy is something you leave behind. The two are rarely the same. You no longer live in the city. The house is smaller now. A quiet place on the edge of a lake. No studio, no production team, no walls covered with awards. Just a bookshelf, a wooden desk, and a window overlooking the water. Every morning begins the same way. Coffee, a notebook, silence. Years ago, silence frightened you. Now, you protect it. Your phone still rings. Companies want consulting. Publishers want another book. Documentary producers want exclusive interviews. Some offers are worth more money than you ever made at your peak. You decline most of them. Not because you don't need the money, because you finally understand the cost of chasing every opportunity. Instead, you spend your time mentoring a small group of young creators. No cameras, no subscription fees, no premium mastermind. Just honest conversations. One evening, a young creator asks, "How do I grow fast?" You smile. The question hasn't changed in a decade. Only your answer has. You probably can. You pause. The better question is, who will you become while you're growing? The room falls silent. Months later, one of your students uploads a video. It reaches 10 million views. Another signs a publishing deal. Another launches a successful business. Every interview they give begins the same way. I didn't learn how to go viral. I learned how to stay honest. You never ask them to say that. Hearing it means more than any standing ovation ever did. One autumn afternoon, you receive an invitation. The same conference where you once delivered your biggest keynote. The same stage, the same audience. This time, the organizers ask you to close the event. You accept. The lights dim. Thousands of people sit quietly. Some remember the charismatic guru you used to be. Others know only the man who rebuilt his life after losing everything. You walk to the center of the stage. No dramatic music. No cinematic introduction. Just a microphone. You look across the audience. Then you begin. When I stood on this stage years ago, I thought success meant convincing strangers that my life was extraordinary. You pause. I was wrong. Success isn't measured by how many people admire you. It's measured by how many people can trust you. The room is silent. You continue. The internet rewards confidence, but life rewards character. One fades, the other remains. No one interrupts. No one checks their phone. They simply listen. When the speech ends, the applause is different. It's not louder than before. It's longer, not because you impressed them, because they believed you. As you leave the stage, you pass a large screen displaying your name. Years ago, seeing your name in lights felt like victory. Tonight, it feels like closure. On the drive home, your phone buzzes. A notification. One of your oldest videos has resurfaced. The one where you claim to have all the answers. Millions are watching it again. You don't panic. You don't ask anyone to take it down. You simply smile, because that video tells only half of your story. The other half is the one you chose to live afterward. And that's the version you hope people remember. 30 years later, the world has changed. Platforms have come and gone. Algorithms have evolved. Artificial intelligence creates videos in seconds. Anyone can look successful. Almost no one can tell what's real anymore. But you've stopped worrying about that, because your work was never to control the internet. Only yourself. You're 58 years old. Your hair has turned gray. Your voice is slower now. Not because you've lost your energy, because you've learned the value of silence. The camera still sits on your desk, the same place it has for decades. Only now, you don't press record every day. Only when you have something worth saying. One morning, your grandson walks into your office. He's 16. He holds up his phone. "Grandpa, I want to become famous online." You smile. The sentence feels strangely familiar. You heard it once before. From yourself, 30 years ago. You motion for him to sit down. He eagerly begins explaining. The followers, the sponsorship, the money, the dream. You listen without interrupting. When he finishes, you open an old wooden drawer. Inside are a few objects. A faded notebook, the cheap microphone from your first apartment, the cracked ring light that started everything, and a printed photograph, the one taken on the day your empire reached its peak. You hand him the photo. What do you see? He studies it. A successful man. You nod. That's what everyone saw. Then you place another photo beside it. It's from years later. No stage, no expensive suit. Just you, standing beside your family at a small picnic. Everyone is smiling. No cameras, no audience. What about this one? He smiles. You looks happy. You nod again. I was, for the first time. He looks confused. So which version was successful? You lean back in your chair. The first man convinced millions. The second man didn't need to. The room grows quiet. Outside, the afternoon sun filters through the trees. You remember every chapter of your life. The broke young dreamer, the pretender, the guru, the empire, the exposure, the collapse, the rebuilding, the peace. Every version of yourself still exists. None of them can be erased. But together, they became wisdom. Your grandson finally asks, "So what's the secret?" You smile, not the rehearsed smile from your old videos. A real one. There isn't one. There are only choices. You can spend your life chasing applause, or you can spend your life becoming someone who doesn't need it. Years later, after you're gone, your family gathers in the same house. Your grandson, now a grown man, finds that old notebook. Inside the first page, one sentence is written in faded ink. People will forget what you claim to be. They will remember who you became. He quietly closes the notebook, looks out toward the porch where you once sat every morning. The chair is empty, but the lesson remains. Somewhere else, a young creator is setting up a camera in a tiny apartment. A cheap ring light, a borrowed microphone, big dreams. He stares into the lens, ready to tell the world who he is. He has two paths in front of him. One built on appearances, one built on truth. The difference between them won't be visible in the first video, or the 100th, only at the end, because every camera records a face, but only time reveals a character. The cycle begins again. You close your eyes, not because you're tired, because for the first time in your life, there's nothing left to prove. The applause eventually faded. The money came and went. The followers found someone new to admire. But your character stayed. Years from now, people won't remember how many views you had. They won't remember your biggest launch or your most viral video. They'll remember one thing: whether the person on camera was the same person when the camera was off. Because anyone can build an audience. Very few can build a life. And in the end, one of those things matters forever. The other disappears with the next scroll.